What is going on, guys? My name is DJ Miles, and I'm here with Infinity Joe again, and we are going to be reviewing the latest episode of Dr. Stone, episode 10 of Flimsy Alliance. Stay tuned.
次回ドクターストーン薄っぺらの同盟いやそそっちゃうね
If you guys are new to my channel, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel for more anime content. I would greatly appreciate it.
Now, before we get too far in, I do have to eat a little bit of crow from my prediction a few episodes back where I said the character, as we now know them again, the guy with the two-colored hair and the ominous-looking imagery, not a evil mad scientist dude like I thought. He is more of just a shady charlatan, I pretend to do magic kind of deal. And that was the direction I was kind of surprised that they took it in. I'm kind of more interested to see what kind of dynamic he brings to the table with this, particularly where the episode leads to later.
So let's go ahead and now just kind of break down the episode. So we see Senku as a child in a flashback and just discovering how, you know, electricity is just one of the most essential things that the world just kind of invented. And then we flash forward to how last week's episode ended, which, you know, was this beautiful homage of like how the light they created lighted the whole world itself. It was just so scenic, right?
Yeah.
Now we know where we are in the story. It's been a year and 4 months. I like that this hasn't been in a span of like a month or two. Because, you know, we get these quickly fast montages of like them creating and inventing these new inventions every week. And I don't know where I am or where we are in this passage of time. But, okay, a year and 4 months into this journey, I like this. And as you mentioned earlier, how the hell did Tsukasa just amass this huge army of what I thought was children? Because they definitely look like adults here.
No. These are just JOJO characters. You know, they're supposed to be like 14-year-olds, but they look like they're 30.
Like linebackers?
Like, that was just kind of more of what I found weird is how he's able to get so many people not only revived, only because, like, he had the, like, formula from Senku, and he knew where to get the guano acid. I'm just wondering, where did he get all this alcohol from? Because I don't think he's producing any unless they just had enough lying around at the campsite. Like, I'm just wondering how many people actually challenge him power dynamic wise.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like his empire just not really one for a strong rule, right? It seems like, no, this is more like a primitive thing, right? If you're the strongest alpha male, you're going to lead. But if you die, hey, there's going to be a new cow to take over in a little bit, right? So these are pretty much the Dorthaki.
I am interested with what's going to happen since, like, you know, we had, like, shortly in the beginning, Gen gets, like, smacked around and potentially killed. Luckily, he had planned to have, like, fake blood packets all over him.
It still was a little brutal to watch, though. I'm like, wow, they kind of went dark here with Dr. Stone.
Yeah. Senku in the group, they revive him. There is, like, something going on between him with Senku. He already made up his mind which side he's going to stand with. The only thing that really kind of has him as an ally right now is the prospect of, I can make you a cola soon. And he's wanting so hard to just get society back to just make sodas and all that.
He said he's a very easy man to please. He just wants his boatload of women around him and, you know, I guess a chilled cola. So even as something as superficial as that, you can't really say he's full of it because he has been showing it to everyone that I'm just a very simple man with very simple taste, and I just want some women, and I want some cola.
Now, I am also curious, though, of, like, how they say even it's a flimsy alliance and all that, of, like, just how much, if he's going to be, like, constantly, like, flip-flopping back and forth between sides, because for all we know, all he has to do is just wait until Senku's at a point of making colas and find out how it's done, and then, okay, Tsukasa, right over there.
We now know that Tsukasa and Gen sort of knew one another through one of his magician tricks he did a long time ago.
On, like, some kind of variety TV show.
I do find it interesting how Tsukasa instilled enough belief in Gen to be like, okay, because you are this a mentalist, read these situations and, you know, I can use you for my empire, you know, what do you say to that? And I'm a little perplexed as to why he revived him or why he put so much importance into that.
I guess because he knew that he doesn't have Senku's brain, so he needs someone to do more of the thinking stuff, because he's more good with, like, tactical bits, and also, of course, as we've seen, Braun, like, just brute strength. But he's not good at, like, inventing things. Or, like, also, he probably saw that Gen is easy enough to manipulate to his own agenda if needed.
True. So let's talk about Magma now. So now we actually get the proper introduction of this guy, and we just come to the conclusion that he ends up defeating Gen because he thought, you know, this is how Kohaku is obviously much stronger than he is.
Yeah.
Because now she's interfering with his master plan for this grand bout that this village holds once every generation to see who will wed, I guess, the chief elder's daughter.
Yeah.
And then that's how they become the chief elder themselves. But man, is Magma stupid or what?
Yeah.
Instead of just being the guy who's poised to win to wed this guy's daughter, he just out loud mumbling his plans.
Well, and the thing I'm also just kind of confused by, since they're having another grand bout, even though it's a once in a generation deal, like, I'm guessing because Kohaku interfered in the last one, and by the weird rights of, like, technically she needs to be marrying her sister to become chieftain, I'm guessing they're having a do-over, more or less.
And then that's where we get Kohaku to tell Jinro and Kinro, hey, I gotta train both of you because, I mean, Senku's not gonna do it, Chrome is obviously not gonna do it. Jinro just kind of smiling, be like, well, I wasn't planning on marrying your sister, but she's kind of like you, but much hotter and, you know, much more,
Kabashi.
Yep.
Like, this is where I feel like it's a little bit better on how they're handling fan service, because they're putting it where it needs to be, which is in this kind of comedic moment of it. Like, even when the dude was, like, just wondering, like, oh, that's weird, a sister marrying a sister? And he's just imagining what that would look like.
Yeah. See, and I don't have a problem when they do it that way, when they sprinkle in those fan service moments like that. Anyway, so we see Kohaku's like, well, Kinro and Jinro are my best bet to at least stand a chance against Magma, but they have a long way to go. Chrome, sorry, you know, I can't get you in this.
If I had the chance, I would train you because I know you love my sister. And also, I guess in her view, she knows that he will not do anything to harm her. But the thing is, he's not a physical type dude. He's another smart person, so he spends more time trying to figure things out instead of actually building up strength and all that.
And I think now when we go into next week's episode, you know, Jinro and Kinro, they'll probably be there. They'll probably be defeated by Magma, and then Chrome will come out with some sort of a
Sciencey
deal.
Just have Senku like, all right, I've invented steroids. Just let me jack you up real quick.
I mean, that could be it, you know, we'll have to wait to see.
They're probably going to figure out, like, if anything, like, how to leverage, like, some kind of scientific device, disguise it as a weapon to give him the edge on beating this dude.
So, but yeah, that was pretty much the episode. It's okay. I mean, Dr. Stone now, I'm just realizing, okay, it needs to go its pace that it has to go to give us, you know, the story that it's given us so far. So.
Yeah. Like, it is still very much a slow burn, but for the most part, it's still like a forward momentum that other slow burn shows sometimes lack.
Guys, let us know what you thought. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What were some of your favorite moments in this week's episode of Dr. Stone? My name is DJ Miles.
I'm Infinity Joe.
And as I always say, to be continued, take care.